Alright, Ukraine got reworked, so time to make a video about it. Welcome to another video on this channel. Today I'm going to play Ukraine and try and deal with some internal problems while preparing for the Second Weltkrieg against Russia. So let's head in. Alright, the Ukrainian state. We start with 22 divisions, which are fully equipped and also fully trained. And we also start as a German autonomous Oststaat, which prevents us from declaring war, declining Cold Wars, and also creating collaboration governments. It also increases the political power gained by plus 5%, gives extra trade to Overlord plus 15% and Overlord trade cost minus 15%, and also license cost between subject and master minus 100%, and master can build constructions on the subject's territory. Let's look at the national spirits. First we have unfinished revolution, taking away 15% stability and war support, and also reducing research speed by minus 10%. Then we have halted industrialization plans, which takes away minus 10 construction speed. Then we have strong agrarian exports, which increases monthly population by plus 10%, and also gives us consumer goods factories minus 10%. Then we have a land reform debacle, taking away 0.15 daily political power. It gives us monthly population minus 15%, and also increases consumer goods by 5%. Our leader starts with the trait the hetman, giving us 0.1 daily political power. We start with Dmytro Doroshenko as our second in command. He takes away 0.05 political power daily, and he increases weekly stability by plus 0.2%. We also start with industrial concern, Preußische Ostbahn. It increases railway construction speed by plus 10%, gives 6% of our civilian industry to Germany, and it reduces the train production cost by minus 10%. And we cannot remove it right now. Now, let's look at our focus tree, which is very big, but mostly there are just the political paths displayed already. Down here we have the democracy path and syndicalism path. Right there we have the national populist path. Here we have the paternal autocrat path, and here's the authoritarian democracy path. And here is some Black Monday focuses. Down here we have the army and air force focuses, and lastly here's the navy focuses. I will start with the Odessa port. And for construction, I'm gonna build civilian factories in Kiev for now. And for research, it's just gonna be the basic stuff. And that's all for now. Strikes in Odessa. Make some empty promises to get them back to work. Rally in Rovno. Don't aggravate his supporters needlessly. And now I will do Mykolaiv shipyard. Up, Black Monday arrived. Quit the pessimism. The hetman will fix this. Which now gave us the Black Monday national spirit. Increasing our consumer goods factories by 20%, decreasing stability by minus 10%, and decreasing construction speed by minus 20%. Drafting the relief bill. Surely the Soim will be able to reach a consensus. This now starts relief bill negotiations in the decisions. We have 135 days to get at least 4 parties to support the bill. If we pass the bill, then Black Monday recovery will be faster. This now also unlocked the focuses for dealing with Black Monday up here. Let's start with support domestic companies. Let us now do railway issues to get rid of Preußische Ostbahn. And now drop the gold standard. And now let's do export subsidies. And now implement austerity measures. Strong agrarian exports is removed. We will do expansion of the merchant marine. Vote on the relief bill. Passed. Black Monday is removed. And now we gain recovering from Black Monday. And also relief bill passed. Severity of protests increases. We must find a way. And now I will do domestic cracking plans. Find a peaceful solution. An invitation to the VDR. Hopefully they see reason. The VDR refuse. Some can't let go of the past. Protests turn into riots. This cannot go well. Massacre in Kiev. This is the last thing we needed. Protests explode. We will survive, with or without them. Revolutionary mood sweeps the country. Have they gone mad? The fires of revolution. We will overthrow the hetman. Flames of rebellion. And now we shall fight the hetman. Let's first secure Polish border and also advance to Sitomir. Military in chaos. Ukrainian, shoot your slave masters and join the revolution. Let's now start Dreams of 1917. And now we shall do Peasants Militia. The Odessa Commune. The workers rise up. And now distance from syndicalism. Let's now advance to Cherkasy and advance to Vinnytsia. And also revolution in Kharkov. The strongest message. And another advancement. Ukrainian People's Army. And let's also assault Kiev. Divide forces and flank them. Their sacrifice will be remembered. Attack the city now. The Battle of Kiev. Long live the Republic. The guns fall silent. And we've won. Let's now quash hetmanate resistance. We've now changed. We are now Social Democrat and we have a new leader, a reformist soldier. And we also have a new second in command, which is the legislative branch. German demands strict safeguards. These are terrible. Send our best diplomat to Berlin. At least we tried. Ukrainian railways return under German control. Necessary sacrifice. A German-Ukrainian treaty. A return to normalcy, hopefully. A new constitution. As we were saying before, we were so rudely interrupted. Voting rights for convicted criminals. Article 17 remains unchanged. Internal administrative divisions. The committee agrees to redraw the divisions greatly. And also land reform and industrialization begins. Let us begin. 1937 Constitution of the Ukrainian People's Republic. A constitution by the people for the people. The fate of Skoropadsky. Make the demand. And now bring the army in line. 1937 general election. Whoever the people choose shall forever change the course of history. Germany accepts the extradition request. Let us prepare the charges. Let's now clamp down on bureaucratic corruption. Trial of the hetman. Show the poor man leniency he never showed to us. And now strike down right-wing extremists. Let's now do the long road to recovery. National personal autonomy. Eastern European cooperation. We will sign up. Elections end. A Ukraine for the working man. This now starts Republican administration. We have to carry out some reforms in order to not have our coalition disintegrate. Let's first start with Ukrainian land refund. And now progressive tax policy. And now prosperity under state control. After this focus, this mission here is done. And now municipalize private institutions. And now introduce worker self-management. And now this mission is also completed. And now our own industrial revolution. And now local land councils. And now bolster the Unzenterprof. Let's now do the army and the state. Let us now do Galician negotiations. And now we gain some territory here. Now inspectorate of the arsenals. And now we've completed our industrialization program. Now we've gained the national spirit industrialization, which gives us very huge buffs, because we've maxed out the potential. And now reserve armament program. And now education for all. And now the land reform is also completed. And it's also the best because we've maxed out the potential. And now the protests slowly calm, removing the sporadic protests national spirit. And now the path of parliamentary reformism. I will also get rid of Preußische Ostbahn now. Let's also prepare for the war now, with the Ostwall program. And now Air Fleet Inspectorate. Aviation schools. And now guarding the skies. Centralize the military railway service. And now German way of war. And now Ukrainian armored corps. And now expansion of Kiev military academy. Let us start the construction of some forts. Well, the Russians started their justification. The hour approaches. And now general staff reorganization. And now the Second Weltkrieg begins. And Rostov has already fallen. It looks like Germany is having a good time over in France, which is great for me. And now in the shadow of mighty wings. And now I've encircled some Russian troops. Let's kill them off. Goodbye. And now partisan training. New generation NCOs. Here are the casualties. They've suffered almost 300,000 casualties from me. And I suffered almost 50,000 casualties from them. I've also almost destroyed 600 planes from them. And now knowing the land. Loyalty to Ukraine. And the Commune of France capitulated. And here are the casualties so far. I've now destroyed 1,000 planes and caused 300,000 casualties. Since I last showed this, I haven't really done an offensive, so it's mostly plane casualties they received from me. Everyone a soldier. The reason why I'm not really pushing is because I don't really have that much units. So I'm recruiting more, and I am also trying to deploy some tanks to get some cooler encirclements on them. Because that's what Hoi4 is about. Just encirclements, nothing else. 1941 elections postponed. A people's war, a people's dream. And now the Commune of France is being annexed. Because they lost their legitimacy. Let's finally upgrade our conscription, because I will run out of manpower at some point. And it's 8 troops encircled. Oops, time to say goodbye. Great. It's 8 less troops to deal with. So now we've encircled some troops. Mostly because of me, because I've rushed my divisions up there. Because I know the AI is not really that smart in doing encirclements, but whatever. Oh boy, that's 12 Russian divisions encircled now. Finally. I've had to build a supply hub because my tanks weren't getting supplies. I love fighting in Russia. And now they shall die. Goodbye. And they're gone. And they've suffered now. I've also destroyed almost 3,000 planes. And another encirclement. Goodbye. And there goes another supply hub. And that's a lot of troops encircled now here. And from now on it's probably gonna be easier. Goodbye. So the Russian lines have a bit thinned now after these encirclements, meaning I'm now gonna do an all-out offensive with my troops. Let's see how this goes. Great already. Let's try and capture the supply up with the tanks. And Moscow has fallen. And now Tsaritsyn is also fallen. They've now suffered a lot of casualties. I've destroyed 3,000 planes, which is great. And they're halfway through capitulation, so that's gonna take a while. And now Petrograd has fallen. Let's hope this war finishes finally. So that's gonna be it now, probably, for the Russians, if the city down there gets captured now, right? Yes! I don't like fighting here. The Russian threat neutralized. A grand day. Get the army out of Siberia, they're gonna be happy. Belgrade Pact never did anything. Not even joining the Moscow alliance, which I thought would happen, but apparently not. So now let's do a dream come true. The fall of Russia. Once more, the German spirit prevails. The Germans released a small Russia and released a huge Siberian puppet, but there's nothing in here, Siberia, so whatever. And they released some 2 Central Asian puppets. And also they released the Mountain Republic. And I've expanded our territory. We've completed the focus, a dream come true. And now we are an independent nation and no longer an autonomous Oststaat. And now we have the elections of 1943. I will choose the USRDP's campaigning worked well. And now we shall continue the focuses down here, and then I will probably end the video. So let's do the integration of the eastern regions. And now we have this guy. He's a reformist soldier apparently. And now the Scout generation, which will put us on volunteers only. And now Swords of Plowshares. And lastly, Testament fulfilled. A testament fulfilled. If you want to read it, read it. Onwards to the bright future. And this now will be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will like, subscribe and leave a comment. And now see you in the next video. Goodbye.